Tiny sparking stars poured from handheld cameras all across the ballpark. Scott Sullivan threw a soft fastball right down the center of the plate, and Sammy Sosa turned this very pitch and moment into baseball history with a thundering home run the Great American Ballpark refused to hold. A little boy and father rejoiced in the moment. We saw it, Ben. We just saw Sammy Sosa hit his 500th home run. I just read the highlight of my sports spectacle-filled life. My passion for admiring superstar athletes and immersing myself into sports religiously all began with the Dan Marino jersey I received on my 7th birthday. I haven't looked back since then. So much that while other students flocked to beaches of Florida for their spring break, I traveled to New Orleans to take part in a couple of NCAA tournament games. Notre Dame versus Old Dominion, and Sam Houston State versus Baylor to be exact. My makeup is simple. It's either watching a sports game, playing any type of recreational sport, playing fantasy sports, or I'm not satisfied. I have a constant craving for the hardwood, the diamond, and the gridiron, and the athletes who make millions excelling at their game. When meeting new people, I always cut right to the chase. Who's your team, I might ask? I always enjoy arguing with anyone who thinks they root for the unstoppable team. As much as I enjoy watching any game, my time at college has been devoted to playing pickup basketball games at a recreational sports center. As a freshman, I played my first game nervous and intimidated. By entering spring break, I had my best game as an unsigned athlete. I scored all my team's points for a game-high 11 and en route to a perfect shooting night from the floor. This marked the turning point for me in the game that James Naismith invented. I now play with confidence, with a mentality that I have to have the ball, and a notion that I am the best player on the floor. The best part of the story is people almost ridicule me for my shot release and windup. They have no idea how the ball goes through the hoop with my funky arm movement. Funky or not, I always take pride in my defense and get what I call the angry butterfly feeling when somebody scores on me. My goal is to keep working at taking my game to the next level and become a true force of the ball come senior year, because there's no greater feeling accompanied with knowing that I'm the sole reason that my team claimed victory for that night. The third element in my enjoyment of sports stems from playing fantasy sports. Fantasy sports are managing a team of MLB, NFL, or MLB players that you think can beat other managers' rosters. You have to construct the best possible combination of big-name athletes, so the knowledge of who's hot, who's cold, who's not, and who's on the rise and who's on the decline is a must. Through fantasy sports, I've developed a fascination with statistics and reading box scores. There's also a great feeling to tune in to ESPN and scan the bottom of the screen to see that Prince Fielder hit 2 home runs and drove in 7. The best part is, he's in my fantasy team. Oh yeah. Fantasy sports truly takes watching any sport to another level, because it's the same effect as wanting your own son to hit a home run. Well, you also want your hand-picked fantasy athletes to outrival all the other athletes in the game. 9.7 seconds remaining. Torrey Jackson dribbled the ball up the court. Notre Dame down by 3. He passes the ball to well-guarded Carlton Scott. No matter, a shift to the right and a rush jump shot later, it looked good. It still looked good. Halfway down the hoop, rattling around, the ball erupts from the hoop. The basket was no good. Old Dominion pulled off the upset, and I, like I have my whole life, and will continue to do so, was there, soaking it all in. The game of the day, for now.